Hi, I'm Meredith, and we're here at Wanderlust in Colorado with Seane Corn. Today we're going to talk about personal practice. When did you make that transition?
Maybe around 2000. Before then, it was Ashtanga, and I really enjoyed kind of that group-led experience, or wasn't led, but that group energy. And then I started practicing Ashtanga alone at home, and then it kind of evolved and morphed into something that was a little bit more creative, that suited my body's needs, especially as I got on the road, because I couldn't handle a real young practice every single day when my life was so outputting. It just wasn't sustainable, especially the older I got. And so I needed to incorporate poses that really supported my central nervous system, my hormonal system. And so my personal practice has absolutely evolved over the years and feels much more supportive. Every once in a while I take a group class if I just want that energy and that, or the guidance from a teacher, just because I can't see my body and just like, what happened here? And so there's certain teachers I'll take, but for the most part, my practice is at home, and I'm very committed to that experience because it's difficult. There's 1,000 reasons not to get on the mat. There's some days it flows beautifully, other days you get no inspiration, your body's just locked and stuck, and you have to I have to just have the discipline to stay motivated in my practice, and knowing that I always feel better when it's done, always.
It took you a while to get onto that mat, so have a little patience with yourself if you're looking for that. How do you denote the beginning and the end of your practice at home?
Well, for me, it's prayer. It's always prayer. Without prayer, the practice is a form of calisthenic, which will have value. You certainly get stronger, more flexible. And this is not for everybody, but it is for me, that the practice without prayer just feels incomplete. And so my practice has to start with an intention, and it has to end with gratitude.
And are there any specific rituals that you have, whether you're traveling in an airport and you're in a hotel room, or any deities that you put up on an altar? Is there anything you do to set the tone?
Not when I'm on the road. I mean, when I'm on the road, I pack as little as possible. I have just such a routine since I'm on the road every weekend. Like when I get on my yoga mat, I usually watch the news or go online to find out if there's a crisis or something that's happening in the world. And if there's not, unfortunately there normally is, but if there's not, I think about a family member or someone who might be going through some conflict. And then I dedicate every movement and every breath to the healing, or just to send some energy to that experience, so that whether my practice is 15 minutes long or 2 hours long, it's a ritual in and of itself. So it's its own embodied puja, prayer. And so I don't need to set up anything to remind me of my connection with either the universe or with Earth or with Source, that the intention aligns me to what's really important, which is my connection to what's to either a person or to a universal conflict or crisis.
And do you choose the amount of time that you want to practice prior to beginning?
It depends. Sometimes yes. If I know that I have more space, then I'll absolutely commit to it, because I can talk myself out of 90 minutes in a split second. But if I know that I only have 20 minutes, I don't say, well, it's only 20 minutes, what's it going to serve? I know that 20 minutes of practice will change my behavior. I mean, I'm so intense and I'm quite reactive, and I have a lot of issues around things like injustice. And if I'm not in my center, my impulse is to, it feels right in the moment, but my impulse is to kind of move towards or lean in or get aggressive. And I'm not even aware I'm doing it. When I practice yoga, again, even if it's 20 minutes, it helps to center my nervous system, so that if something does come up, I might have that feeling, but I'm going to have the wherewithal to stay grounded, to breathe, and to make a healthier choice.